Happy Friday. So this week I've been exploring the lack of empathy in the workplace, and I've cited two reports, one from EY 2023 and one for Business Solver in 2022, which have damning results in the lack of true empathy in the workplace. So how do we bridge the gap that I talked about yesterday? Well, learning and development is the first thing. We need a real understanding and a common understanding of what empathy actually is. Empathy is not sympathy. And I encourage you to seek out a brilliant video, short video, 2 or 3 minutes by Brené Brown on empathy. And it just sums up the difference, the crucial difference between empathy and sympathy. And empathy has to be intentional. It has to be delivered with integrity. It has to be authentic. Leaders have to know that they have to follow through. They have to take action. When they empathise with somebody and they know that somebody needs some sort of support or help or guidance, they must follow through. So we need a common understanding of what it is. And then we need to make sure that everyone is enabled to lead with empathy. And that's everyone in the organisation, not just our leaders. And it all comes down to emotional intelligence and the 5 elements of emotional intelligence: self-awareness, understanding yourself; self-regulation, being able to control and manage your emotions; motivation; empathy; and social skills. And that's the education we need across the workplace so that everybody can operate with empathy. We also need to have an environment of psychological safety where people feel safe to say how they feel. People feel safe to say they're struggling without fear that it's going to impact their career or their jobs in the workplace. Leaders and everybody else need to check in with people on a regular basis. How are you doing? How are you really doing? And it shouldn't be something that's just tagged on to another conversation. It should be a dedicated conversation. If you're talking to somebody about a project and at the end of the conversation you say, "Oh, how are you going?" It's like, it's not real. It doesn't have substance. Have a real conversation with somebody about their well-being and make that conversation only about that. We need to make each other know that we truly, truly care.